Hi there, my name is Denise McKay. I've been with the City Group College for going on 7 years this year, teaching various cultures, various things for the City Group College. Today I'll be teaching the Star Quilt Making. Um, this is all new to me too, but I hope you can understand and follow through and can get this done.
Awesome.
Can you hear her?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, awesome. Okay, so I'm turning the volume up.
Well, like I said, I've been teaching here with the college with various different things such as horse mask, shawl making, star quilt making, ribbon shirts, ribbon skirts, moccasins, hair strings, crossbody bags. So there's a variety of different things that I've been teaching for the past 6 years. This is going to my 7th year. Traveled extensively to teach, not only here, but into Minnesota, up into North Dakota, and as far as up California, teaching what I know is star quilt making and different varieties of different things that I do. So well, with this technology thing, it's a lot different for me, but it's something new, I guess, and the new norm that we all need to get used to. I really advise masks. What this virus that we're going through is something really serious. I've been through. Today is actually a month that I lost my son that I raised, Carl. So it was a tough day for all of us. Today's been a month, and it seemed like it still hasn't really set in, but we lost him to the virus. That's why I really push for everybody to wear your mask. This isn't something that it's a joke. It bothers me when I see people that don't wear their mask because we had lost a son, my son that I raised. So I just want to put that out there for everybody. This virus isn't no joke. When it hits close to home and it's your relative, it's your family member, then people need to take it serious. I just want to put that out there and remind everybody that, to wear your mask, even if people think that, you're okay, because he came in contact with somebody. And it was just a matter of time. And today's actually a month that we send him off on his journey. And that's a hard thing. So, I just want to really say to everybody that take this virus seriously, because it's nothing to fool around with, because like I said, today's a month that I put my son in the ground, and so it was a tough day. And it really bothers me that people don't wear their mask, or they're not taking this virus seriously like they should. So with that being said, I just want to put that out there and have everybody, be serious about what's going on. They say this is the new norm, and it is. I try to keep myself moving. It's hard to get motivated after losing my son to such a hard thing. But I'd like to welcome all of you again to the Star Quilt Making class. And what I put on a board here is just things that to get started is you're going to need 5 yards of different colors, meaning 1 yard a piece, one yard a piece after you kind of decide on what color star quilt you want. But knowing if you do this, buy 1 yard of 5 different colors, that's going to get you 2 tops. Vice versa, the colors. So if you buy 5 yards of 5 different colors, you should be able to get 2 star tops out of that, which you're buying here. This 5 yards is to fill in around the star. That's how much it takes. 5 yards to fill in around the star. 5 yards for the backing or a full size sheet. And if you're gonna use a sheet, then just buy the flat sheet. It's not a fitted, just a flat sheet. Whichever you're more comfortable with. But if you buy 5 yards, you're gonna cut that 5 yards in half and sew it together. That will fit your star quilt. This is what I'm giving you here is full size, the full size star quilt. And then of course your baddie, you could do they call it low profile padding or a thin, so whichever one, the thickness, whichever one you prefer, but you buy it to the size of your quilt. These, what I'm gonna put up here is you're gonna cut for a full size, what I'm giving you here, your full size are gonna be cut at a 3-inch. That's a 3-inch strip. This will get you your full size quilt. If you go 3.5, I go 4.5-inch strips, that's your queen. Because your stars need to be bigger for your bigger your blankets, and you're gonna go 6 across, 6 diamonds across. This one will be 5. So then when you're gonna go into a king, because that's a lot bigger one, so then you're gonna go into 5.5 for your king size. And that you're gonna go 7 across, meaning the center of that star that circles around, you're 7 across, that diamond's gonna be 7 across. So the size that I'm gonna be teaching you is the only 5 across. So you gotta cut your baby ones. I go 2.5 inches. These are the baby ones, and these ones I cut them at, they're 4 feet, 4 by 4 I call them. So you're looking at your 4 tiles, and you go 4 across, 4 wide, 4 down, 4 long. That's how big your quilt's gonna be. And I do a toddler size. My toddler size, I guess I should have put it in here, but my toddler size are 3.5. That's a toddler size. That one is 5 feet by 6 feet long. So depending on how big you cut your diamonds, that's how big you're gonna get your quilt. So the bigger your quilt, the bigger your diamonds are gonna be, and more across in the center, your diamonds. So I say 6 across, meaning your diamond, say if you're, like what I'm gonna be working on is 5 across. 5. Okay. So this is what I mean by across here. There's 5 here, 5 diamonds across, meaning that's gonna get you this size. But if you're gonna go into queen, then this is gonna add on 1. You're adding on 1 every time you go. So when I say 5 across for your full, this is your diamond. This is the center of the whole. It's gonna meet all in 1. Then your queen size, you're gonna go 6 across here. Your king's gonna go 7 across. Because that star needs to be bigger because you're covering a bigger bed. So then with those, when you're gonna fill in, your fill-in also are gonna be bigger to fill in around that star. So that's when I say 5 across, this will get you a full size. And even the baby, you're still gonna go full size, but you're gonna only be cutting like 2 inches, 2-inch strips. So when I talk about your 2-inch strips, with your full size, I go with your 3-inch strips. So when I'm talking about your strips, every color you're gonna cut is gonna be 3 inches, 3 inches across here. So that's what you're gonna cut your full size. And then go on down to, like, they're bigger, these are gonna get with the queen size, the king size, the babies are gonna be a little bit smaller, 2 inches. 2 inches and 2.5, however smaller you're gonna make them. Because you could make even a bag, you could go like 1.5 inch diamond, and you can still do it exactly the same how I'm telling you guys. But your star is gonna be, say you can make one this small. You're gonna make pot holders. It's just a matter of how wide you cut these. That's the extent of your star. So all your strips need to be 3 inches apart, 3 inches wide here. And then you're gonna go you're gonna fold the material. You'll get them with the way you buy them off the boat. It's always folded in half here. So this is gonna fold down. Then you're just gonna start stripping. You're gonna go from the raw edge to raw edge down here. Sometimes don't turn it or cut it any other way, because then you don't have that stretch in there. and your diamond's not gonna show up. So just however you buy it off the boat, when you buy it at the store, they roll it off like this, but it's double. So then from there, you're just gonna start stripping whatever size quilt you're gonna make. So if we're gonna go with, your main colors here, once you pick out your 5 different colors, so let's go with we'll start with, let's say a yellow here. Then we'll go with the orange, red, so you can just do a sunburst color. And then your maroon. That'll be your sunburst color. And then in here you can put your green, light green, say a green color. That would really make it pop. So when you're cutting your strips here, you're gonna go with 3 inches. You're only gonna cut 2 yellow. With the pattern I got here, I'm gonna cut 2 yellow. So I'm gonna cut 2 yellow. Then I need 4 orange. The next color, I'm gonna cut 2 strips. This is the top, and this is your center of your star and the point. So my next color here I'm going with is the orange. And that one is the orange, then I need to cut 4 of these. Then the next color is 6. I need to cut 6 red. 6 red strips. The next color I got maroon. You're gonna go 8. Your center is green. So you only need to cut 5 strips of green. So that's why I said if you go with 1 yard of all these colors right here, vice versa, this is going to be your center, and then you're going to work it back up. You're going to vice versa all those colors. So 1 yard of 5 different colors will get you 2 tops. And you're just vice versa and then back up. So this would be the center. This would be 2. And then the next lowest one, you're just going to vice versa the back up, which you could always get 2 tops from out of 1 yard of 5 different colors. So that's all you're going to need. But if you want to not buy like 1 yard a piece, okay, then you need to go in and you're going to need this one. You're going to need 6 inches because they're 3 inches, 3-inch cut. So you're going to need 6 inches of yellow, and then and then you're going to need what 3, 12, 6, 18 inches. So if you want to figure that all out and you don't want to buy the whole yard, then that's how you're going to fit, because this is 3-inch cut, so you need 6 inches of yellow. So just keep adding on like that on every color. So for me, it's always easier just buy the whole yard. You can always have it after, because you can use these to fill into whatever strips you have left. You can fill in that star around it. You can square it off and use the other extra material. Because if you buy 1 yard, you're going to have this stuff. So say around your star, then you want to put all yellow. Your star is in here. So you want to do all yellow. Frame it out. That's what you can have the most of. So that's how I always look at it too. Then your next color, if you want to, frame it off too, like this, strip it and frame it off. Don't have to be 3. So if you want to do that, but if you don't want to buy 1 yard, then you're gonna have to add on all these and then just buy exactly that amount. But whatever your color, you can fill it in. You're gonna fill around that star one. It has to be 5 yards. So, and it doesn't have to be white. Everybody thinks it has to be a white star. You can make it whatever kind of color you want to. Then the main thing is when you're gonna pick your colors, make sure you don't pick too many. I always say you could put a pattern in here. Say we have a flowered print pattern we can put here, then we're working off those colors that's in that pattern. But if you put more patterns in here, you're really gonna have a hard time with that star, because for some reason the patterns are real stretchy. And I don't know why that is. But so I always try to limit. It's doable if you want to put a pattern here, a pattern here, a pattern here, 2. Even that's going to be, because they're real stretchy than just the solid colors. I don't know why it's that way, but So I was trying to tell people to not to really put too much patterns in there because it's real stretchy. I mean, it's doable, but you gotta be really, know how to stretch that material, know how to line up those points. So a lot of them look at when they're gonna buy a Star Quilt, they look at how well your points hit. Are your points right on, or are they kind of off? So when you're looking at the quality of a Star Quilt, your points here, meaning every one of these little lines here, when you're connecting them, when you're putting them together, they look at the points. Are they off, or are they just right? So that's the quality of your Star Quilt. You look at, that's what you look for. Are those points right on, or are they kind of a little bit offset? And meaning offset is if you put too much patterns in these diamonds, and then you're gonna get that stretching more. You're gonna have to stretch more to make your point hit right on. So that's basically how, like I said, 1 yard, you can get 2 star tops out of it. So just depending on what size quilt you want, you cut your strips that way. Once you cut your strips, then you're gonna line up. I always give them a little diamond like this. Then you're gonna put your colors in it, just like how I said. This top and bottom is gonna be yellow, orange, red, maroon, and green. So I always just write the letter of the color I have in here. So when I'm picking them up, I follow that. And you pick up in one direction like this. Then you just pile them and you start sewing. So once you strip your pad, once you do your strips, this is how it should look. When I say your panels are done, this is how your panels need to look, like this. So I always tell them, like that strip of that pattern, fold it right here. It doesn't necessarily have to be like right in line, but this is where you're gonna cut your 45-degree angle right here. So all your strips like this are gonna come down. This is how your panels are gonna look, 5 panels. With those 5 panels, you're gonna get your star. So I always tell them to fold from this corner to right here. You're gonna flip this down and make a crease here. All of them, you're gonna flip them down and make a crease there. So then when you do start to cut, so this is our 45-degree angle we start to cut on. Once you start cutting them, then you're gonna go move 3 inches down your cutter, 3 inches. You're gonna move it down here, place it on here. Then you're gonna cut up. That's how you're gonna get your diamonds, like that. Then from there you start to put them together. But when you're gonna take this when you finish this whole panel here, you should have in total 9 strips like this. And you're only gonna use 8, but that 9th one you give or take. If one of these you mess up, you're gonna have 9, because you're gonna have 9. You're only gonna work with 8 of these, but you'll get a 9th one. That 9th one, I always don't put them together. I just keep them and I put them all together at the end. And when I get a whole bunch of them, and I always just make a base star because I have an extra one left over. Because you're only gonna use 8 of these.
Extra. Or need a circle?
I always call them my hail to start because they're just all different colors, and I just pick them up and make a star. So there's just a variety of all different colors. So because you're gonna end up with 9 strips. Once you cut this whole panel, you're gonna have 9 strips. So give or take, that's your mistake one, and then you can fix whatever here you make. So once you get sewing, and then once you get all these together, then you're gonna start ironing. Ironing is really important to open these seams up so that they match up, and when you're sewing, they're not all of a sudden. You got to really pull them, open them up, and pull them good. So then after that, then you're gonna start your other one here. Then you're gonna start to put it together. When I talk about your points, this is what I talk about here. Your points right here. So if you're looking at a Star Quilt and you want to know the quality of it, like how well is it made, this is what you're looking at. This is what I talk about, your points right here. Your points should be right on. And then these, all your points should be right on, because if they're not on, then this color is gonna run into this color and they're gonna be offset. So that's what I'll talk about, the points here. So once you put these strips together, then they should be all on key. So with that, once you get your star together, I always only do two. Put two together and leave it, put two more together. Once you get the four, and then you're gonna put them together, then that's half your star quilt. A lot of them just keep going like this, and then for some reason, however they're pulling it, then it doesn't lay right. So you put two together, then you're gonna sew them. Once you get those together, then you'll sew this. Then you'll make your half for your star. Then you put these two halves together, put them together. But you're only gonna put half of it together. Don't just keep sewing them. So you're gonna put two together, put that away, put that aside, and go to the next two piles. And then you put those two together. That's half your star quilt. Then you put the whole thing together once you have your half done. So, I didn't. Any of you have any questions so far?
Any questions, ladies?
When you explained the two colors, like starting out with the two yellow, is that just enough for just doing one diamond? Or is that gonna make
The star where when I said you needed two, because that's your point. This is your center.
Yeah.
And this is your point. That's why you only need two strips.
okay?
So this is the center right here of your quilt. Once you sew it together, then this is your point.
So will I need to cut more than just those two strips for one diamond, or?
See, yeah, no, this is all you're gonna need. This is your full star quilt. What I'm showing you here, this is your full quilt. You're gonna make a whole star right here with just what I'm showing you here.
Okay.
Once you cut them like this is where you're gonna get you're gonna have a full, you'll actually have nine, like I said, you give or take, you're gonna have nine piles of strips.
Okay.
But these 8 strips that we have right here, you're gonna get your whole star quilt. But like I said, if you want to vice versa, your colors back out. If you buy a yard of 5 different colors, you can get 2 tops out of those colors, vice versa, and these colors back out. So you ended up with here, this is only 5 strips you use. So your next quilt, since you only use 5, that could be your 8. So your green can be here, where the 8 is. And then you can have another cut. You use the most here was your 8 right here, maroon. So your maroon is going to be right here. If you buy 1 yard of 5 different colors, you're going to get 2 tops on it no matter what. But I said if you don't want to buy, if you don't want to buy 1 yard of 5 different colors, then you're going to add 6 inches for your 2 strips here. And then for your orange here, that's 6, 12. So you're going to buy 12 inches of orange. And then so on. They just keep adding on. 3, 6, 9, 12, 14, 16. Oh, 3, 6, 9. Yeah, 18. So then you'll need 18 inches of red if you want to buy it like that. You're just constantly adding on.
So you sew the strips together before you cut?
No, you're going to cut all your strips. You're going to cut all your strips first. You're going to cut all of these at 3 inches a piece, your 5 different colors. You're going to cut those all at 3 inches. Once you get your piles done, and then this paper I was talking about, then this is where you're going to lay your 2 yellows and your pile. You'll have your 2 yellow here, then you'll have your orange, and then you'll have your red pile, and then your maroon, and then your green. So once you lay out how I have it here, so I'm gonna go in, maroon, and then red, yellow. So then when I go in and start picking these up, I'm gonna start right here. So I'm gonna pick up one from this pile. I'm gonna pick up one green, go all the way down and pick this up. That's one pile. Then I go to the next one here, which is a maroon, green, green, maroon, red, and orange. Then you stop there because this is your point. You already picked that up. This is your point. You already picked one up with the yellow. Then you're going to go to your red, maroon, green, maroon, red. That's how you pick your piles up. Once you strip them, then that's how you pick them up. So then once you get all these piled, and then you're just going to start with this pile. You're going to start sewing. So this one here would start with your green. You put your green, first one, then maroon, then red, then orange, and yellow. That's your last one you're going to sew into this pattern I showed you guys. Your panels. All of them are going to just be vice versa. All of these, you're going to have 5 of these panels. Then you can cut them all at one time, or you cut them one at a time.
Okay, I'm kind of lost.
I was gonna say, I think what will happen is when they start, I'll zoom in and doing the, when she starts doing the stripping and stuff, I'll zoom in and you guys can watch.
Okay.
I think yeah. So it's more or less hands-on, you'll be able to see it.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
So do you get how you're going to pick them all up and
In theory.
yeah. But once we
I
get
think
all our
if you
colors,
guys
and then,
see it yourself,
yeah.
we're all learners like that. We have to
We're-
see it,
we're
touch it,
hands- we're
smell it.
hands-on, yeah, we're hands-on with your stuff. If you can kind of just visualize how your quilt's gonna look, but then that's more easier. Once you pick your colors, then your diamonds, how it's gonna look, then it'd be more easier.
You can erase that Zoom link too. Zoom link, yeah.
Okay, so we can probably, you guys don't have any questions on what I showed you up here before? Okay, so we can probably get going and picking up our colors. We can get 5 different colors out here. You guys can choose. Some of these you might have to look at them, make sure you have enough, because I know some of them took some on. Like this one here at 3 inches, this one here you have enough, but it'll be, oh no, that will be enough there. So just kind of look at what's, some of them are cut, some of them ain't.
Hey, Jen, are you recording this?
Jen,
Are you recording it?
are you recording?
Yep, it's still recording.
Okay, somebody just asked if you were recording.
Yeah, it's still recording. I'm
Okay,
just helping her look for all kinds of stuff.
I was just asking that because if you could send me a copy of this video, that would be awesome.
It's gonna be uploaded to the Sitting Bull College YouTube.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
So what you guys can do, you guys can come up and then you'll pick your colors, 5 different colors, and 5 different colors that you want, and then we'll get your cutting boards and then we'll start stripping. But on that little star pattern she gave you, kind of have in mind like whatever colors you're gonna pick, which one you want to be in your center, like meaning the center of it, and then your point. Then from there you can work out. A lot of them pick their you pick your pattern. A lot of them just kind of go off there. The colors that will match that pattern. You can go ahead and come up and pick whatever.
Pick one pattern and then 4 other colors.
If you want to, you can make a solid. Or if you want to put like work with a little bit more patterns, I would suggest do if you haven't really made one before. Because like I said, these are more stretchier. Stretchier. So it's up to you. Like, how you do that. Sometimes a lot of people have that. Okay. So what can really, what can, okay, see.
So if you came to class, hey, if you came to class, you get to pick and you get to keep what you make.
I bought what I.
So I'm gonna put it, I guess, what I'm gonna say is, I'm gonna talk with the president of the college, being that, you know, with this, this is,
It's gonna show you
oh, yeah.
what would go good with this. That's what these are for here. So any one of these colors you grab, that's gonna match with this. So I always tell people, look at that, and everybody says, I'm wondering what those are for. But that just shows you what's gonna go with this.
so, what I was gonna do is, I'm gonna talk to the president, so if you attended on Zoom and you're still wanting to do in class, I'm gonna see if we can get that. We might just have one just for the ones that attended Zoom. So just to give you a heads up.
That'd be awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, and it all depends what it's gonna be like in the springtime. So
Yeah.
yeah. So while they're picking, I learned a lot from Denise, and I'm gonna show you this. I got these through Amazon. Remember, she said the 3-inch cut.
Yeah.
So I'll zoom in. You guys want to take a picture? It's JT796. I think I paid like $14 or something for this.
Mhm.
Remember she said about the 3-inch cut?
Yeah.
Once you get your material and you start cutting, all you do is you take that. Huh?
Is that a guide?
Yep. And all you do is you put your fancy roller and you do your stripping.
Wow.
And then of course you need your mat so you don't cut up your board.
Yeah.
And then of course this, good scissors.
Yeah.
I'll give you kind of, and then remember she said ironing, so we got an ironing board and our nifty towels that are our ironing board.
That's what it's gonna be. Did you get a pattern? With the start pattern? Okay. So if you want this, however you want it. So what is this one gonna be here?
colors.
Yes. So what is this one? Where you want that one at?
I think if it has the most, I don't.
Yeah, this one would be this one would be good to wherever you have to. I'm just concerned about this one here.
Yeah.
This one will be
Maybe
enough
like the
to do your points. So if you want this, your points, let's just say orange here, so you know you need 2 strips out of here, and then you can go to the next color from this orange. Yes, see, that's a lot.
Okay.
This is a lot right here.
And then there's not.
Depending on where you want that.
Maybe like the 3 and the 3.
Okay, so 6.
Flowers.
So
Was there enough
so
for that?
let's get that board behind you and we'll lay it down.
This one or
You're
the
not-
other one?
Yeah, no, that. The 3-inch, yeah. Okay, so then we need, you want this one to be
That's 6 strips.
6 strips, yeah. So then we'll go here. We'll go right here. So there's 1 strip, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5. You'll just barely have enough for 6
Okay.
strips. Okay. So this one, if you, then this is, see, this is one I cut already. So,
Okay.
so this one will go where? The 6?
Yeah.
So we'll put print, a print right here. Print. Okay, so that's that one. Okay, now you gotta work with whatever other ones you wanna fill in, because you know for sure this is your point. You won't have enough to get two strips out of there.
And then there's enough of either of these to
Yeah,
go.
to go wherever. And this you might have enough to go, oh no, this one, see, we gotta go raw edge to raw edge. So you only
So
have,
maybe this is the two.
so this would be enough, this will be enough for your 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, this will be enough for you. Let's see, sure. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, this will be enough for your 4. So then we put on the blue. Okay, then what's your next color after this?
Which one is?
Okay, your blue, this one, and then this is 6. So 2, 4, 6, and then now 8. I need one that's simple. Either one of these will get you there.
Maybe this and then this, there's not two things.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so then it'll be the purple.
Yeah.
All right, we already got a P. Print.
We could put these,
For the flower print.
yeah.
Okay, so then this lavender or purple, so that's gonna be 8. Let's put purple.
And there's enough.
There's will be enough there for that. That and that gray one will be enough for whatever. So then this one is gonna be your gray, will be your 5 across your center. So when I talk about the center, see, this is all your center, that whole thing. Yeah, so that's what I saw. What now you're ready to cut once you have your, so then you know, and then I was right. Okay, so then your orange, you need to cut 2 strips. Then your next one, you got blue, you need 4. And then your flower one, you need 6. And then your purple, you need 8. And then your center, that's your gray, you only need 5. So that's how many strips of all of these you have to cut. So you can get one of those cutting boards there, and then that's how much you're gonna cut at it. I'll show you how to like straighten them first. Okay, so we'll do your 5 here. So we talked about your raw edges. I talked about your raw edges, meaning see these 2. So this is how it comes off the boat. So once you buy it like that, then you're just gonna go to here to here. Don't turn it the other way, because the other way has too much of a stretch and you're gonna cut them all wrong. So once we go that way, get your roller cutter.
So this like red one
Yeah,
here?
it's that. Yeah, that one. Let's see.
Oh, one of these must be better.
One of these will work. Well, we'll try this one. Okay, once you get this folded like this, okay, then you're gonna straighten. Just keep it on this line here. And then we're gonna straighten this one end up here. So once you get that, we're gonna put this down and we're just straightening it out. So you keep this right on this line here. You're gonna line this line up right there, that right there. Okay, so then we're gonna straighten it out.
And you can come and grab it.
Okay, so you see you straightened your edge up there. So then, okay, now you're gonna start going 3. So we can just put this around. Okay, so 3 inch, you're gonna hit it right here. And push down, just follow this. 3, and you need how many of these?
5.
Okay, there's 2 strips. So it's 3, 6, 9. That's 3. 12 is 4. Then you're gonna right where you end it with that last one, because you need 5 of them. Then you're gonna put it at 3. And then you have your 5 strips. So then just okay, so once you get these 5 strips done, then just lay them all like this.
Okay.
Then the next color on down, then we're gonna start picking them up. And while you have it written here. Okay, so you're done with this one.
Are you
Then go
guys
to
getting
this-
it?
Then go to that one, you're gonna need 8
Kinda.
strips, like how I showed you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Edges, so they already set on it.
Yeah, this one, see, it's all ready. Whoever took some off, it's still folded from raw edges, see?
Okay.
That's what I mean. You can keep those together, and then you're gonna go clear to the end here. Like this. Okay, then you could go ahead and take your so this one's pretty much straightened already, because they took some off there already. So you could go ahead and just start cutting. So all the way across this board, you're gonna get 4. Okay. So you could just keep going at 3 inches. So you need 8 of these colors. 8 of them.
Hopefully I could see what she said.
We're just straightening that out, and then you're gonna go 3. 3, 6. Hit the 9 at 3 inches, and the 12. Okay, that's 4. Okay, Nicole, then just keep going. You need 4 more right there.
Wow, that makes cutting so much easier.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think what I was told, this will save your life on many other
Right.
things. Better buy 20 of them just in case.
Holy.
Yeah, kind of just drop it in that. Yeah, that'll be okay. Just hold it. Okay, drop it into your shoe, right? Drop it in it. Sometimes you gotta push, hard to start cut out. Okay, 6. Yeah, those ones.
Hey, Jen, does that just hold it? Does that hold it so you can cut it and it goes
Yep.
in there?
Yep.
Okay.
And it makes life so much easier.
You're done there. Oh, okay, yeah. And pick them all up and put those in the top. Then go to the next one, which is 6. Here's a scissor if you want to use a scissor.
I'm fine with this.
Oh,
I
yeah,
have
okay,
a similar one
yeah.
at home.
Just put that on.
Yours probably match more than mine though. I just pick colors I like and hope for the best.
That will happen when you don't push hard enough. That's what happens. But then that one, those red ones are kind of. Yeah, you could just cut right there. If you know your patterns, how you want them, then write them on your that little star you have. And make sure you have them. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Hey, Jen, could you send us one of those diamond pattern ones that have that make it up so we can?
Yep,
Okay.
yep,
Awesome.
I sure will.
So then you line up your colors, how you're gonna put them. So this is red. Okay, so you need 2 off there. So red, yeah, red. You can go your point. This is not gonna be enough. Will that be enough for 4? No, unless you want to do your point like that. However you wanna. But you know you gotta have whichever one is gonna be 8. You gotta have enough 8 too, or however you decide to lay them out on there. Just so you have enough for your.
So the red
So
one
you
would
know-
be here and here, right?
Yeah, this could be your center, and that's gonna be your point. So
Is
this
that
is.
enough of that one?
Yeah, you only need 2. You only
Oh,
need
okay.
2 strips. So you only need about this much. 6 inches of this you need. Then you go on to your next color will be 4. 1, 2, 3,
Okay.
4.
So. So this would be the middle one if I did that? This
No,
is
that one's gonna be, this one's gonna be 8. This one you need 8 strips. So then when you write it all down here, it's gonna be, so you need red. You just put red, you're gonna need 2 strips. Maroon, you're gonna need 4. And white pattern, we'll just put a white pattern, you're gonna need 6. Okay,
Oh,
then the
maybe
black polka dot.
Maybe switch those two so those patterns aren't together. And
Okay, okay, however you wanna, where did you wanna switch them around to?
So maybe- Would this just be really too contrasting?
However, whichever one you want. So then you'll go 2, if you want it like this, 4, and then this white pattern, still be 6. And then if you're gonna switch this around, then you're gonna, this will be the yellow, then you're gonna need 8 strips. And then the black polka dot, you only need 5. So that's how many strips you cut out of all of them.
So the yellow one is gonna be this middle going around.
Yeah,
the star then, right?
yeah, this is where I say your center. That's all the way around. That's gonna be the
That'd be
yellow.
nice. Then I have a red star and then almost like the yellow sun around.
Uh-huh.
the
Yeah.
circle.
So how this is gonna be is you're gonna be red here, and then this is your center. This is your whole center that's gonna go all the way around this black polka dot. But if you
Oh,
wanted your yellow, then you're still gonna have to switch this here.
let me just switch this because I don't think that's.
Okay.
Too busy.
Yeah, yeah. Such a good eye.
Yeah, whichever one you're gonna put there, you're gonna need 8 strips.
This one?
So we gotta, let's see if you have enough for 8 there. I could already tell it's not gonna be enough for 8 strips. This glue will be enough.
I think that blue will look good because of this maroon, the way it looks. And then your sides would be vibrant,
So this one?
kind of like your vibrant, yeah, and then your matte, and then your design.
Yeah.
Like that?
But if you see me how I dress, oh dear Lord.
Jen.
Okay, so where you took this, the black, so the way you took the,
So these two will be switched?
yeah. So you're gonna put, you'll put your,
It's pretty.
got your red, then you got your maroon, then your pattern, then this one here, it would be the blue.
Blue.
So you need 8 out of here, and then this is your whole circle going around.
Okay.
So then this one will be your yellow, you only need 5.
So when I send that, now
So
you'll
it'll be
see
2,
what
4,
she's
6,
doing,
8,
okay?
5. 2, 4,
Yeah,
6,
thank
5.
you.
Yep.
So that's how you're gonna cut up. And most of these should be folded the way you need it. So they're all from the raw edge.
Look how fast that is.
So they should be.
Oh, that was already done.
Jen, this is a lifesaver because I need 10 of them for graduation next year.
need two.
Cool. So now you can start saving up or start buying little at a time.
For sure. Stoney already said if I learn how to do them, he'll buy me all the material and batting and everything I need.
Then you're gonna go.
Dang. And then you can ask Denise, Denise, what's a total amount for a full-size blanket for all your material?
For all your materials, probably right around $64 for your batting, filling, your sheet, and your 5 different colors. But remember, your 5 different colors, you're gonna get 2 tops out of there. So just depending if you want to like measure, if she wants to do that, she would only need like 6 inches of this red. So if you want to break it down that way, you can, but I always just stick with 5 yard or 1 yard of 5 different colors will get you 2 tops no matter what, because you're going to vice versa the colors up.
And
Okay.
sometimes they don't even sell you less than a certain number.
Yeah, a
anyway
certain
that
number,
you
yeah.
have to buy.
So you only need 2 strips up here. So you're going to drop this right down in your number 3 and then just follow this line all the way up. Make sure it goes through. Then your next number 6, you drop it down in number 6. And just push down in it so it cuts all the way through.
Oh, that's cool. I haven't seen them of these. I have one of those long skinny ones.
Those ones are kind of harder to
Yeah.
like to hold. So
Because
these
that's
ones
cool.
here, you just drop it in those little slants there, and then just follow it. So here's your 2 that you need. Then you go on to your next color. Yeah. Okay, this one you need to yeah. So you see, it's still in a yard yet. This is how you're gonna buy it off the yard. So once you get it like this, then you're gonna go from this folded one to your both raw edges here.
Geez, you girls are going to be experts at the fabric store.
Mhm.
I already do a whole bunch of sewing. You don't want to iron it before you cut it?
No, I never do, because you're gonna have to iron them once you start stripping them and putting them into your panels. Then you're gonna iron them.
Okay.
Some people like to iron them if it's easier for you. Then you can go ahead and iron them. I always don't iron until I actually get them into the panel.
I asked that because when I learned from my great grandmother how to sew, and she always had me iron all the material first, wash it and then iron it.
So this one you need 4. So drop it down to 3 inches. Yeah, put it in there. And then just push down. Okay, then go to 6. And
How are you doing, Tessa?
hopefully you pushed hard enough. That they cut all the way
I'm
through.
good. I'm just watching and taking notes, trying to cut. along.
So then we just pile them up. This is
And if you have
the
any
next
questions, go right ahead and ask.
the next color will be your
Um,
6.
How much
Which one is it?
thread do you buy?
Oh no, so
How much thread do you buy?
for me, I always just get those real big spools because I do so much sewing that lasts me long. Because whatever thread you're going to use for your top, that has to be your bobbin fill too. You have to have the same weight of thread that you have on top for your bottom, your bobbin too. Otherwise, it's going to throw your tension off.
Oh.
Okay, you could just go ahead and straighten this out. See, it's kind of all crooked here. So go ahead and just straighten that out.
So it'd probably be a good idea just to fill your bobbin with the thread.
Whatever thread you're gonna use for the top, yeah, whatever, and then your bobbin has to be the same width or the same weight. Otherwise, it really starts to gather and it throw your tension.
Did you girls get that?
Yeah, it's a pain if you don't do it that way.
Yeah, it's just straighten. So straighten it out. Okay, from there, then you go. So you need 6 of those. Yeah.
Okay.
And Denise, how long does it take you to do one full-size quilt?
For me, it takes me 2 hours. Between an hour and a half to 2 to get the one full one done and filled in, ready to quilt.
So by next year, girls.
Goals.
6'9".
Goals.
Yay, Felicia
you
was
need, how
just.
many?
I think
flying
my
away.
kids are gonna be very happy because
Yeah, just keep
I'm
moving.
gonna try to make them ones for Christmas. We'll see.
Exactly.
Nice.
Like I always say with these
You
classes,
drop it in here.
if you never did
Yeah, you
sewing
drop 'em in right there.
or
So
you
got
run in,
4 days, that's up 2 more.
since I've been having these classes, a lot of people invested sewing machines for themselves, or they already had sewing machines, just didn't
It's
know what
always
they were
3,
doing with them.
6, 9, 12. You get
Um,
4 strips out of that.
But more than anything, I always tell
They
the
go to number
students,
3. Yeah. Sometimes
what you
some
learn
of them follow
today,
this and then they get themselves
go
Yeah,
home and
that's
teach
what
your
I was
kids
looking at.
and teach your relatives, whatever. But more than anything, we were always gift givers. And so now you will have a trade that you can make something and give it to someone. And hard times come, like we all know, then you have something to fall back on.
Yeah.
But never cheat
Exactly.
never cheat yourself when you sell, or what, because it's a lot of time and your money and
Okay, this one's
sweat
8,
and
right?
tears.
This one is 8. So you should be able to go.
We're up at Sundance this year, and
Get your 8
and
out
one of
of
the aunties
one
came from
this.
Washington, and she did a giveaway, and everything was everything that she made,
That's
and,
cool.
right? And so now
Does this need to be cut
Stony
like
and I
this?
were just talking the other night about
No, you're just gonna
how
use this
I know how to do all these things. So I have no excuse to not have everything for a giveaway.
Yeah. Just think how much money you'll save and you're divesting in stores.
Mm-hmm.
You got to remember, we've been doing this for a long time. We're just getting back to doing it again in a different setting. Look at, you guys are learning by technology. Other than that, how did they used to do all the other stuff back in the day when we didn't have these things to help guide us, or the rollers, the scissors? I guess,
So the dotted
we've
line goes
evolved.
No.
We,
See that here? 'Cause
we
this is
have
where
a-
you're dropping it.
We have
Oh,
evolved
okay.
so much, but like I said, we've always been creative and innovative, and this is nothing new. It's just, we're just getting back in doing it again, and doing it for all the right reasons of, we can't say we're bored. Don't ever say you're bored.
Exactly.
Winter time's coming.
Be productive.
Yes.
That's our time where we always sewed and made things, and because we're stuck inside.
Being industrious.
Exactly.
Question, how many strips for the last color?
She'll be doing 5 of this
Okay.
last color.
I think I messed that one up.
So if you wanna look at how she broke hers down, this is what it is. So she has her 2, 4, 2, 4, 8, 6, and back to 5. This is your center going here. You only need 5, so she's only gonna cut 5 of these yellow.
2, 4, 6, 8, and 5.
Yeah,
Yep.
2, 4, 6, 8, and 5. The 5 is your center. That's gonna come all the way around here, if you can see that. So her yellow one, she would only cut 5 strips of that.
Okay.
And then if you guys can, I did send you guys the evaluation. You guys can fill that out and send it in. And if you guys are in a real Star Quilt making mood and you guys finish about 20 Star Quilts, can you guys send me pictures? No, I try to use
Okay.
pictures and visuals when I do my presentations or when I send to funders, because I write the grants for this to be able to have these classes. This pays Denise plus all the material, plus you get to take it home.
You just go 5.
Okay.
Usually we feed everybody, you know, we have all kinds of goodies, but with this COVID, we're
Lot
not
of
able to
them,
feed
not
and
this
stuff like
line
that, and
usually
we're only
messes up
limited
everybody,
5 because it's a
You
small
ask them, "Well,
classroom.
we can
But
do that other line. This is where you
once
got
we
here,
go
you
get
got
back,
here."
we'd like to
That's the
open
line
it
you
up
gotta
to, you know, usually I have 3
thing
classes of
that-
Star Quilt. This round we're only
Yeah, I
doing
don't
1
know.
Star Quilt
It's
class,
just kinda
but
like what you're
offering over
seeing.
Zoom.
It's gonna be
Yeah.
how much you're allowing yourself to sew.
And Denise is available on Facebook. It's under Denise McKay. You guys can friend her or send her a message if you have questions. And I guarantee you about 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, she will be up. Hey, because she's probably trying to fulfill an order. She's constantly busy with orders, so don't think you're not disturbing her. She's busy, but she's not busy enough to, you know, she likes to help others, so.
Awesome.
There's water here too, Nicole.
Yeah, grab.
Am I allowed?
Okay.
So this is Nicole's stuff.
Don't judge
This-
my color.
We might be all
Those are pretty.
colorblind. Eh. No, it always seems like when the students always say, I don't think my colors, but once they do it and they get it done, it's actually pretty nice colors. And as you can see how she had to cut so many. Do you kind of see that now?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll have her. Okay, what we'll be doing next is we're gonna pick up how she has it here on her diamond. So let me get your diamond here. So then you're gonna pick up from here. I wish I could have had this cut out, but you're gonna pick up from here going this way.
Okay, so.
So this gray, so just go all the way down. Just go all the way down and it's gray, lavender, your flower like this. Okay, this is 1 diamond now, that's done. Okay, now you're gonna go to the next row, which you're gonna start. Okay, then gray, and then your print, your purple, and then your flower, and then your blue. Okay, that one's done.
Do you get
Oh,
that, girl?
Now.
Oh, can you do it again?
Yeah, right there. Okay, now do your 3rd one. Gray, purple, flower. Okay, then set that down. Next to that. Okay, now your 4th one. Yeah.
Blue,
Purple, gray, purple. Then now you're gonna go back down. Pick it all back up. Oh, you cut more than one.
Yeah, there was extras.
Oh,
I
okay.
thought it'd be-
Yeah.
might as well cut it.
Okay, that's your pile. So then we're gonna start backwards again. So once you start sewing, this is down here. This is down here. So then I take them. Once I get this done, I take them. Then I just go vice versa them. So that you're back to this.
Okay.
You're back to this first line again. Okay, so these are your extra. When you're gonna start sewing, when I asked you, remember that little triangle type thing?
Mhm.
So this is where, when you're gonna start sewing them, you're gonna fold it like this. And just crease it. So remember I said you're gonna, because they all have to go down in steps.
Okay.
So you can just do it as you sew, or like I always just sit there once I do that, then I just pull all of them in, and this way I'm picking them up and I'm So once you start sewing, this is ready to go, and then you're just gonna crease it, so just so you know where to put the next line here. So you gotta really make sure you could see. Okay, so you can see that line. Okay, so when you're gonna start to sew, this needs to come and turn. And then you're gonna start sewing. So when you open it up, if you really look at it, you got your lines right. You see that line is continuing. That's how all your panels should look all the way down.
Okay.
Okay, so this, when you start sewing, you're gonna lap it, then you're gonna drop your needle, then you'll start. And there might not come up like as even, and I always talk about a little triangle. This is a triangle I talk about right here. If you can hit that right when you're sewing, that's gonna be your point. And that's where you see how your lines are gonna come. Constant. So all of them, once you sew them like that, then they're all gonna come down. Your next one. Once you fold it, your next one is gonna be like that. Okay, this is the panel I talk about. Then you're gonna iron. Once you get these all down like this, and then, oops. See, that's how your panel's gonna look. So all of these should have a line here.
Okay.
So then when we start cutting, we're gonna cut that off, and then from there, we're gonna drop 3 inches down.
Okay.
So all of them are always laying down. You're gonna start out with this one, just then open this back up and lay this down like that. That's how it's gonna be when you start.
You get it, girls?
Because you're ready to sew now. You're ready to start putting these together now. We'll get you a sewing machine, and then you can start sewing these.
When you go to sew it together, the top corners of the second or third, whatever, when you crease them down, the top corner should meet that spot, right?
This way.
Yeah.
Always folding. Yeah, always folding this direction. That's just so they're gonna come down, and we're not wasting, because you can't have them all together like this. They're all gonna come down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's the way. Yeah, that's the way to be.
Thank you.
Yep. Okay, so you can get a machine. Get you a machine. Then you're, huh? You don't need to, because once you get them all in a panel, then you're gonna iron.
Okay.
So you could just sew them like that, and you're just gonna keep them side by side. You keep them side by side.
So how she did hers?
So this one you go like, this one is this one. So it's red, maroon,
Okay.
white, right?
Yeah,
Or is it the wrong way?
we're gonna flip it over, because otherwise, once you get it together, then it's gonna mix you. Cause see, you're always gonna work up this way.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so then we'll just, you got it all like, so you got your yellow,
So it goes
your
from
yellow,
this
blue,
way out?
up. You're always gonna go up. Yeah.
Okay.
Did you see that?
You start from this.
You get this
end,
yellow,
and
and
then-
always gonna work up that way.
Okay, I did mine backwards.
Okay, yeah, so then your next one, this next one would be you just gotta,
Blue, yellow, blue.
and this is your last. So then when I pile them, I just pile them like this.
Oh,
So once you pick them up, and then they're all right in line again. So you're gonna pick this one up, this one, then you end up right here.
okay.
That's one panel.
Mm.
And how I told her, but you're gonna measure this one in like this.
Mhm.
I was folding them, piecing them so they're all down in steps like that. Okay, both of you guys are ready to sew. You can get a machine.
Machines are around.
Oh, exciting! Oh gosh! Oh, get excited at this point.
Jen, the last star quilt I tried making, Grandma Agatha was alive and she tried teaching me, and it was a bow in the center.
Oh, no. Oh, cool. She's falling. Delisha, are you following along?
Yeah, and
Look, her colors. Cool.
I'm trying to stack
Oh,
the colors right now.
nice. I like that.
I'm trying to stack
Awesome.
the colors. I'm getting lost stacking the colors.
Okay, you're getting lost with the colors?
Yeah, I'm getting lost stacking the colors.
So her colors, okay. So I'm gonna show Denise here.
Okay.
Okay,
Let's see.
so is it your print? Which one is your center? What color is your center?
That dark blue one. Or wait, the turquoise one. That's the one that has.
Okay, so your dark blue print is your center and your point?
No, it's the second dark blue. That one has 8.
So that's the way you want to lay them. So your center is this yellow print, the point. You only got two strips there.
Yep, that's the yellow.
Okay, so that'll be your point here. So we're gonna put yellow here and the yellow here. Okay, then what's your next color? The white?
White. Yep.
Okay, so we put white, and then I'll show you how to pick them up. And then your what is it, teal or?
I don't know. It's kind of like a sea green.
We'll just put green. You'll know
Yeah.
what color. Okay, so we're gonna put green like this. Then your next color will be we'll say blue, and then this one will be a print.
Okay.
Okay, your blue. Okay, then this one is your print.
Yeah.
Okay, so when you're gonna pick them up, you're ready to pick them up. You're gonna lay them all out. You could have just left them folded in half.
Yeah.
It's easier. Yeah, it's easier to put them in a pile.
Yeah.
Okay, so you leave them in half the way you cut them.
Yep.
Okay. So anyway, so then when you start to pick it up now, you're gonna pick up from your print. Your print, then your blue, then your green, then your white and yellow. That's one star. That's one diamond there.
Okay.
Okay, you could pick it up like that and then just push that aside because you're gonna pile them back up that way.
Okay.
Okay, so that's gonna push that aside, and then you're gonna pick up your blue, your print, your blue, your green, and your white.
So the blue,
Your print,
the print, the blue, the green, the
the
white.
white, and yellow. That's one pile.
Okay. Gotcha.
Okay, then you go to the next row would be your blue, then your print,
Okay.
then your blue, green, and white. And then push that aside. Don't pile it up, just push it aside. That's good. That's your second row.
So blue, the print.
First row, second row, third row, fourth row, and fifth row. Okay, you pick up your third row. It's your green, blue, print, blue, green. That's your third row.
Okay.
Okay, then your fourth row, you're gonna go white, green, blue.
Okay.
Okay, white, green, blue, print, and then blue.
Print and then blue. White.
So your last row, your fifth row should be yellow, white, green, blue, and print. Okay, that's your last row, and then start crisscrossing them how I showed you how to lay them down.
Uh-huh.
Just pile them all back up there. So start piling the one you just finished, put the second one on top of that one crosswise.
Uh-huh. Can you turn that around so I can take a look at it?
Turn that around.
So you're always gonna pick up going up this way.
Okay.
You're always gonna pick up going up.
Oh,
When you pick up your strips, that's the way you're always gonna pick up going up.
okay.
Do you start in the center and pick it up or the top?
So when you start to pick it up, it's gonna be your pattern. That's your whole center. That's only the one that has 5.
Yep.
Okay. So you're gonna pick up from there and you're gonna work your way up, always going up.
Yeah.
Okay. So when you lay them down, you're just gonna lay them on top of each other like this, and then you're ready to start sewing.
Okay. Oh, this thing is-
Okay.
Okay.
When you're folding, this is when you fold it,
Mhm.
then
I think I messed up somewhere.
Oh,
1, 2, 3.
okay. So then we have that there. Then you're gonna bring this always laying on top. You're gonna go a little bit above. These ain't gonna be exactly on line, but just go a little bit above and then right along your foot there. That's where you have to keep both of these together, right? Together. Don't go any skinnier, any wide, any. Keep this row right along your foot. Here, I'll show you. We'll get started.
Oh,
What is it? Ready?
5,
It's gonna be okay.
it's a 5 machine, 5
And they're
cutters,
not conceited.
5 starter kits. I never got into that. Good Lord. Okay.
side, okay. I
See right here when I
That
say you need
quarter
it.
inch or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, so that where you
Number 9.
fold them overlap.
Yeah. So you're just gonna fold it, but you're gonna always. It's really important to keep your seams even because once you start ironing and once you start trying to match up your points, you go too far in too fat, then that's gonna affect your diamonds.
Oh.
So just keep it going. So just keep it right along. So your seam. Yeah.
It's really rushing.
All right.
Can I use the bathroom back there?
So, go
Yeah,
ahead.
yep.
That's really cool.
Oh no, what?
Oh, shoot, remember that one I was telling you about? Really bad. I don't know. Then you just had those 3 done, remember?
I know. Service 11 machine, $1,100 that day in our car.
To service what, 20 of them you had? What is that? So you're always gonna keep your seam right along the edge here. So here's about what's there. So when you open it up, that's what it looks like. Then your next color. Oh, where's your? Oh, okay.
I just had an
This pattern.
aha moment.
oh my gosh.
Some of these patterns, you have to, it goes to up, you have to go to opposite. So you're just gonna go a little bit over. I would say you're gonna go over about maybe like
From the
quarter-
line,
quarter
when you
of an
say
inch.
over, it's to the line.
Yeah,
Okay.
so you know that's gonna kind of end up with where your line is So we go a little bit over this line here. And just drop it right down, right to the edge again. Keep it right. Keep it running right along there. Okay. And you're ready to go for your other color.
Watching, it's too stressful.
Oh, she needed help with the bobbin.
Oh, you're about the bobbin? I don't know with this machine.
She has a singer.
Let's see. See where that little.
Oops.
You have one this time.
Jenna, you guys up at that log house?
Oh, okay.
Yes, I am.
Okay. You're ready to go.
Yep. Up here at the log cabin.
One bite.
It looks really nice in there.
Yeah, this is in a basement.
I have never been down that part.
So this part is kind of like the quiet part. If you guys need to use the restroom, need to eat, need to get something to drink, need to kick your sewing machine a couple times, Militia. But we're gonna take a little break, so we're still gonna keep recording. If you want to visit with Nicole or Sheridan, say hi.
Forward.
Okay, so now we're gonna make sure we got all these.
Are you guys able to hear?
Yep.
Okay.
So you make
Yeah.
sure you get
Yeah,
all those
kinda.
lined up. And me, like I said, I can cut them all 5 of these panels, but if you're more comfortable with just doing one at a time, you can. It's just more time consuming, but you know, to cut one at a time. So at home, like me, I just. You're always gonna have your 45-degree here angle. So then what you're gonna do is you're gonna make sure. Try to get it. They're all not gonna match up. That's why some your iron is, see how it's kind of. So that's just the tension you're pushing and then so you're taking it, I mean, it's getting out of shape. So this is what you'll have. You'll end up with trying to make sure these are all, but you're gonna get it as close. So once you do that, okay, so then you're gonna just cut this part off there. Keep this on this line, so you're trying to keep it as best I can. This line, your cloth.
Oh,
Okay, just try to keep it on there. So I'm gonna drop this down and I'm gonna eyeball. This needs to come out right here. So I'm just gonna drop this down here. I'm gonna leave my roller in there. I'm gonna push the flexi right there. So this is just excess. This is what you're gonna throw away. Okay, from there, then you're gonna bring it back down here. Keep this right along your fabric. And then you're just gonna hit your three here. So this way is right, you know, right. 9. Set up your number 3, make sure this goes on there.
What number are you putting it in? The 3?
3.
Oh,
Yep.
always gonna be 3 inches. You're always looking at 3 inches.
Okay, thank you.
when you slide it up, are you matching this top part to anything, or you're just?
No, I'm
make
just
sure you're
making sure. I'm just making sure this line
it's lined up with
is
the back?
staying right there. That's what I'm doing. Okay, so that's all you're gonna do, and then I line them up like this. Because this is one more diamond.
So
Just
keep
yeah,
alternating them back and forth?
yeah, just like that, so you don't get mixed up. So I'll show you once you get all of them. This is your point. So this is the first one you're gonna sew. Okay, then your next one. Third one. Fourth one. And the fifth one. So I'll tell you about it.
You
Awesome.
see that, ladies? Should I go above?
Yeah.
So this is how her diamond's gonna look once she starts putting it together, sewing it together.
Voila!
Ooh.
So this one, when you get done here, you're gonna come down. You're gonna allow this tip here. And if it helps you, to make sure you're hitting that just right. I talk about that triangle. Me, I always just use my fingernail. And then I know that needle has to hit right there. So this is the little triangle I talk about right here.
Can you get
Your
closer?
needle has to hit there. Your needle has to hit right there. So once if your needle hits there, your point's gonna be right on. It's gonna be lined up like that. But you got to make sure your needle hits right where you have it. Yeah, when I'm at home, I just use my thing, See, this is this line coming. This line. So I just go ahead and, like, when I sew at home, I just mark it. So if you want to just fill this line right here, and you can go like that. So your needle has to hit right there. Then some of them you could see through it, like this one here, you can kind of see that red. You're just gonna put a dot there. That's where your needle has to hit. And then this one, just find your line, and your needle's gonna hit right there. That's that little triangle I talked about. As long as you hit your needle there, your points are gonna be right on. Okay. So you did 5 here, so then you're just gonna back them all back up again. Okay, so you cut them, that's gonna be there, and then just, because that's 1 diamond, this is 2 diamonds. Remember, I said you're gonna end up with 9. And that 9 one is just give or take. If you make a mistake, then that's all you have is that 1. Then just move it up, hit this line, put it at your 3. Put it at your 3 inches. And just go again. Okay. You're ready to cut through.
Yeah.
Okay.
Scared.
Okay, leave it in there. Leave it.
I don't know if I cut through everything before I go.
And then you're gonna lay top. Each one of these lanes this way, that way.
Just push your
Yeah.
finger to the pudding.
So do you
Make
see
sure
the
keep this
45?
right here?
Oh, yeah.
That's on the 45 angle. Remember she was talking about, ladies?
Yeah.
45-degree angle.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got mixed up. This is
Yeah,
down
this-
here.
Yeah, just so you let it roll a little bit. And the creek, that's where you got it from. Okay, leave it in. Right there. Finish it. We have those big boards that cover almost this whole table, then you can just cut all of them. That one.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
really?
we have the bigger ones back there. You ready to cut yours?
Or like, can I set them up right over here?
Oh.